The first thing I wanted to ask is if you guys had any like must-have answers that you wanted to cover today. No? Okay, well feel free to ask questions as we go along or make comments. Our morning session was really super chatty and so they ran over. So if for some reason we get into talking about something and it comes to the end of the time slot that you allocated for us and you need to leave, please feel free to step out. I will not be offended. Okay, so first, this is me. I'm mother of 1.5 children. I run May Create Design. I have 2 dogs. I'm an artist and a yogi by nature. And my daughter is apparently afraid of Truman the Tiger. But we had a lot of fun. Also, Mizzou fans went to school at Mizzou. So today, we're going to first define online advertising, online marketing, to get our mind wrapped around what that is and the different things that we can do to promote our businesses online. And we'll talk about some statistics that are showing us where marketing is going online and how it's moving that direction. We'll discuss who shouldn't do it. And we'll also talk about the phases of the buying cycle and where online marketing comes into play and what your message can sound like in those different phases. And then we'll go through building our plan. We'll spend most of our time in this strategic planning component. We'll probably spend about 45 minutes here. And the rest of it, though, I do want to touch on because setting goals, understanding what your assets are, tracking, tweaking, and growing are really important parts of any plan. Like, you don't just have a plan without, reviewing it and having goals for it, or else you're just going willy-nilly. So those are all important things to do. So my disclaimer to you is that I think that this stuff is really cool. And I think that the way that we engage in it is very effective. However, it's not the only way, and I'm not saying that it's absolutely right for you. I'm just saying that it's way super cool. So you don't have to buy into it. I'm not selling it. I'm just excited about it. All right, so let's define online advertising. They call it online advertising. I call it online marketing. Really, it's pushing out your message using a digital medium. And this includes email marketing, search engine marketing, social media marketing, display advertising, which includes web banner advertising, and then mobile advertising. We're not going to talk about mobile advertising. We will touch a little bit on web advertising. But we'll spend a lot of our time more in the social media and email marketing aspects of it. So, having said that, I feel like I need to define social media because social media is actually a lot broader than we think it is. It encompasses a whole bunch of stuff. First are social networks, which is what comes to the top of your mind whenever you're thinking about social media. That's your LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, those big ones. And then there's media sharing, which is YouTube, Instagram, and Flickr, and stuff like that. And we won't talk about those today, but that doesn't mean that that could not be a good part of your social media mix. Blogs, we'll talk about blogs today. And then the ability to comment on blogs and forums is also a way of building your social media. So any way that you can interact with people online is considered social media. So a couple of statistics here. In 2011, internet advertising revenues in the United States surpassed those of cable and broadcast television. So that's a lot of money that's being spent out online right now. And 56% of businesses actually increased their social spend last year. So what that means is that 56% of businesses spent more on either placing advertisements on social media outlets or hiring people to handle their social media or allocating time to their social media, so they're spending more money on it. Advertising revenues are definitely going up. Email marketing spend grows about 10% every year. So that is also bring up, and we're doing a survey amongst our own customers, and we're definitely finding that things are growing and people are engaging in it more. I thought this was interesting. 50% of Facebook users check their profile every day, and 23% check it 5 times a day or more. Yikes. That's all I have to say about that. I really, sort of avoid Facebook, but I don't avoid it. Like, I have to go out there for business, and then I get sucked into the Facebook vortex, and I'm in Facebook, and I can't figure out how I just ended up spending 10 minutes in there, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here, right? So 2 million blog posts are written every day, which is a lot of content being pushed out there. And companies that blog even just 1 to 2 times a month actually generally receive 70% more leads than those who don't. And we'll explain why that is when we get to that portion. December 2013, 672 million websites were out online. That's actually down from the year before. I guess some people decided that the web is a passing phase and they took their websites down. Or maybe they closed their businesses might be a better option. And their last set of statistics, 81% of businesses use social media to drive growth and 9% plan to use it in the future. Businesses that use email marketing and social media together actually achieve higher open rates, 28% higher. We have actually gathered leads in business through Facebook. I haven't gotten any through Twitter yet, but that'll be my new goal as we get in ramping up into Twitter. 54% of marketers reported business gain through Facebook. And then the most startling statistic that I found that wasn't startling at all was that only 12% of businesses who use social media feel they use it efficiently. Or effectively, sorry. I was like, that is probably a really true statement because I think a lot of people are just like, hey, we got to do social media. What does that mean? We don't know. Okay, well, we'll talk more about what that means in a little while.